Hello students, welcome back to your math class. Today we are going to discuss about pairs of lines under the main topic of understanding elementary shapes. Now, what are parallel lines? Two or more than two lines given in the same plane are said to be parallel if the distance between them remains same everywhere and they do not cross each other. Have a look on the figure. Here in the first one, line L is parallel to M since the distance between these two lines remains same everywhere. Same way in the B part, AB is parallel to CD, and in the C part, line X is parallel to line Y. Now, coming to the intersecting lines. Two lines given in the same plane are said to be intersecting if they cross each other. Whether they are crossing each other at an angle of 90 degree or any other angle, these are called intersecting lines. Now have a look on the figure given over here. Here in the first one, as you can see, line A and B both are intersecting lines since the angle of intersection of these two lines is 90 degree. So we'll say that these two are perpendicular lines. In the second part, P and Q are intersecting lines. Now, in the figure, as you can see, both are not crossing each other, but still, if you check it carefully, because these are the lines, and if we extend both the lines, then at some point they must cross each other. Have a look. I am extending these two lines by using a dotted line in this way. So at some point they will definitely cross each other. That's why P and Q are also intersecting lines. Then in the third figure, line JK and line LM are intersecting lines. Although their point of intersection or is this, suppose this is O, and these are not intersecting each other at 90 degrees, so these are simply intersecting lines but not perpendicular lines. Now have a look on the pictures being shown on the screen. The concept of parallel, perpendicular and intersecting lines matter a lot in our day-to-day life. Whether we talk about railway track, a simple ladder, window, racetrack, badminton court, bridges or buildings. Now let's move towards the first question. Name the pairs of perpendicular and parallel lines in the following diagrams. In the first one, here as you can see the diagram, from it all the things are very clear. First of all, we are going to write down the perpendicular lines. Perpendicular means the two lines must be at a right angle. Now have a look. As it is clear from the picture, this is perpendicular. You can check using your protractor as well. So here TS is at a right angle. Same way ST is also. Then VQ 90 degree and QV is also at a right angle. So which are the perpendicular lines here? We will say that ST is perpendicular to SR. So here ST is perpendicular to SR and VQ is perpendicular to RS then TS is perpendicular to PQ and QV is perpendicular to PQ or QP. So these are the four pairs of perpendicular lines in the first figure. Now let's talk about the parallel lines. Parallel means the distance between these two lines must be equal and the two lines must be opposite. So here PQ is parallel to SR, PS or SP is parallel to RQ, then ST is parallel to VQ. So there are four pairs of perpendicular and three pairs of parallel lines in the first figure. Now coming to the second one, here in this figure these two angles are already marked. It means these are the two perpendiculars given on the segment. Perpendicular lines here, RS is perpendicular to RU and UT is perpendicular to UR or again RU. Now let's talk about the parallel lines. First of all, we'll take this figure ABRU, this quadrilateral here. AB is parallel to RU or UR and RB is parallel to UA. Now in this one RS is parallel to UT. Then what about RU and ST? Here it's very clear that the distance here on both the edges, both the endpoints, this is not equal. Have a look here. The distance between RS is 2.5 and the distance between UT is less than 2. So RU and ST are non-parallel lines. Now moving to the second question. If a line L is parallel to M and M is parallel to N, what can you say about lines L and N? Now let's draw a figure in which L must be parallel to M. Let this being line L, then line M. Label these two lines as line L and M. Now M is also parallel to N. So draw one more line that must be parallel to line M. So here N is parallel to M. L is parallel to M and M is parallel to N. Now the question is that what can you say about lines L and N? Since L is parallel to M, N is also parallel to M, so L and N will also be parallel. So here L is also parallel to line N, since two lines parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Now Coming to the next question, third one. If line L is non-parallel, here I have crossed the sign of parallelization. So here L is non-parallel, means not parallel to M, and if M is not parallel to N, does it follow that L cannot be parallel to line L? And explain your answer by making a sketch. Now here two cases will arise. Case 1. For this, let's make a sketch. Here it's given that L is not parallel to M. So draw a line L, label it L. Since M is not parallel to this, so we can draw this M line in this way. Since the distance between these two lines is not same, so these are intersecting lines, and M is not parallel to N, so N can be drawn over here. So what do you observe here in this figure? If I have drawn the figure in this way, in that case you will simply see that L is parallel to M. In case 1, if the figure is drawn in this way, so here does it follow that L cannot be parallel to line N? No. Here L is parallel to N if you are drawing the figure in this way. Now case 2. Here it's given that L is not parallel to M. Suppose I have drawn this figure in this way, line L, and M is not parallel. It's already given, so not parallel, line M, and M and N are also not parallel, and it can be drawn in this way. Because here, as you can see, M is not parallel to N. Does it follow that L cannot be parallel to N? Yes. If the figure is drawn in this way, then we can say yes, L is not parallel to N. So students, that's all in this session. In the next video, we will discuss about triangle and its classification. So till then, bye bye, take care.